Yulo Eala lead PSA Athlete of the Year contenders. Manila, gymnast Carlos Yulo and tennis player Alex Eala lead the major contenders for the 2025 Philippine Sportswriters Association (PSA) Athlete of the Year award. Following a historic 2-gold medal romp at the 2024 Paris Olympics, Yulo topped the vault event at the 53rd FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Jakarta, where he also took the floor exercise bronze medal. The 25-year-old likewise bagged the floor exercise gold and 3 bronze medals at the Artistic Gymnastics Asian Championships in Jecheon, Korea. Eala, 20, is the first Filipino woman to reach the top 50 in the Women's Tennis Association (WT) after a semi-final appearance at the Miami Open in March. She won in Mexico for a first-ever WTA 125 title and delivered the country's first gold in the Southeast Asian (PSA) Games in Thailand after 26 years. Also vying for the honor to be awarded by the country's oldest media organization at Diamond Hotel Manila on February 2 are golfer Miguel Tabuena, billiards player Cheska Centeno and swimmer Kayla Sanchez. Tabuena topped the biggest golf tournament the country ever hosted, the International Series Philippines, that featured the likes of Dustin Johnson and Patrick Reed and won $360,000. Centeno dominated the World Pool Association Women's 10-ball event by beating compatriot Rubelan Amit. Sanchez debuted at the 33rd SEA Games with 8 medals, 3 golds and 5 silvers, making her the most bemedaled Filipino in the biennial tournament. The PSA will also hand out the President's Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, Executive of the Year, National Sports Association of the Year, other major awards, citations, special awards, Tony Sadeo Award and the Milo Jr. Athletes of the Year. PN *** Golden Dreams and Breakthrough Moments. Carlos Yulo and Alex Eala lead the PSA Athlete of the Year contenders ***. In a year punctuated by historic feats and inspiring breakthroughs, Philippine sports witnessed the rise of 2 young icons whose journeys have captured the imagination of an entire nation. Carlos Yulo, the gymnast whose name has become synonymous with excellence, and Alexandra Eala, the tennis prodigy carving her own path on the global stage, stand as the most compelling contenders for the 2025 Philippine Sportswriters Association (PSA) Athlete of the Year, the country's most prestigious annual sporting accolade. Philstar.com+1. Their stories are not just about medals and rankings, but about dreams realized through discipline, resilience, and surpassing boundaries long set by the expectations of others. Let's dive into how these 2 athletes define 2025 in Philippine sports and why their names shine brightest among their peers this year. Carlos Yulo, the gymnastics maestro who redefined possibility. A legacy continues. Carlos Adriel Yulo's name has become etched in Philippine sports history, not through a single triumph, but through a constellation of them. Fresh off his historic performance at the 2024 Paris Olympics, where he won 2 gold medals, becoming the first Filipino athlete to secure multiple Olympic golds, Yulo carried that royal momentum straight into 2025. Wikipedia. Already the reigning 2024 PSA Athlete of the Year, Yulo's 2025 campaign was no mere repetition of past glory. It was a reaffirmation of his position at the very top of international gymnastics, where each twist and landing tells a story of grit. Philstar.com. World and continental dominance. At the 53rd FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Jakarta, Yulo soared, quite literally, grabbing gold in vault and adding bronze in floor exercise. With these accomplishments, he continued to elevate the Philippines in a sport long dominated by countries with deeper gymnastics traditions. Philstar.com. But his achievements didn't stop at the world stage. At the Artistic Gymnastics Asian Championships in Jecheon, South Korea, Yulo didn't just compete, he ruled. Crowned king of the floor exercise, he also secured 3 bronze medals in a display of versatility and dominance. Philstar.com. These triumphs represent more than hardware. They're emphatic proof that Filipino athletes can excel consistently at the highest levels of sport. The anatomy of a champion. What separates Yulo from many is not only his gymnastic arsenal but his mental fortitude. Gymnastics is unforgiving. 1 millimeter off in rotation or a heartbeat too slow on landing can be the difference between triumph and heartbreak. Yet Yulo executes with precision that belies his years, a testament to his dedication and the countless hours logged in training since his youth. To the world, his achievements are measured in medals and scores. To young Filipinos, his success signals possibility, that where one comes from doesn't limit how far one can go. Yulo Eala, breaking ground in tennis, and history tennis trailblazer. While gymnastics deals in gravity-defying feats, tennis requires stamina, strategy, and nerve, a different kind of crucible altogether. In this arena stands Yulo Eala, who in 2025 broke barriers that had stood for generations. At just 20 years old, Eala became the first Filipina tennis player to crack the top 50 in the WTA World Rankings, an achievement that spotlighted her on the global stage and placed her name among the sport's rising stars. Philstar.com. Milestones across borders. Her accolades this year read like chapters of a fairy tale. Semifinals run at the Miami Open. By making it deep into a top-level WTA event, she announced her arrival among the tennis elite. Philstar.com. First WTA 125 title in Mexico. She didn't just compete, she conquered, walking away with a title that had eluded every Filipino before her. Philstar.com. Historic SEA Games gold. At the Southeast Asian Games in Thailand, Eala ended a 26-year gold medal drought in tennis for the Philippines, reinforcing her role as a game-changer in her sport. Philstar.com. These milestones carry significance beyond personal glory. They symbolize a shift in the tennis narrative for the Philippines, one where local players are not just participants, but contenders. A rising global star. Tennis is a sport where longevity often correlates with late bloom, but Eala matured quickly. Her presence in major tournaments and consistent results reflect not just raw talent, but the strategic discipline that distinguishes champions. For young athletes, her story serves as a powerful reminder. Innovation often belongs to the brave, and barriers exist only until someone dares to shatter them. The PSA Athlete of the Year. Why it matters. The Philippine Sports Writers Association Athlete of the Year Award isn't just another trophy. It's an institutional recognition, one that carries historical prestige and signals to the world which Filipino athletes defined a year. Wikipedia. Past recipients include giants of Philippine sports, from Olympic legends like Hidilyn Diaz to world champions and national treasures across diverse disciplines. It is a testament to consistent excellence, national impact, and global relevance. For Yulo and Eala, being frontrunners for the 2025 honors isn't merely about individual moments. It's about a continuing legacy of Filipino excellence on the world stage.